No, just let my son go! Take me, please! Those were the last words under the earthen sky when Lecter Corp took me. After that, all I knew was a cage surrounded by other cages, all filled with people. We spent some time in this prison, and soon we all knew the daily routine: to be injected with strange chemicals and liquids, and be experimented on. These people had become monsters with no remorse or regard for our health or well-being. But soon days became weeks, weeks became months, months became years. And despite all this, we stayed strong. For as long as we had hope, we could hold out just a little longer. Not long after the experimentation, people began to transform, their skin becoming black ooze, and another began growing claws and shark teeth. However, I remained normal. I thought maybe I was immune? But what of my son? Is he immune as well? If so, why won't he stop crying and twitching and banging on the wall? Then they began torturing us, tasing us, beating us with blunt objects, taking notes on our reactions. Then I realized something. They're turning us into monsters, using us as their attack dogs, but for what purpose? Out of the corner of my eye, I saw a woman's arms turn into blades and broke out of her cage, screaming and wailing like a rabid animal, like a monster. After she had killed 2 scientists, they finally put her to sleep and took her away. The next few days was nothing but silent fear. My son, calm, motionless, but staring at me with this blank, dead look. Then I turned and saw him. Him, the head of this horrible corporation. And there's a boy with him. He had one of the staff update him on our progress, and soon he and the boy left. The next day, they started putting collars on us, and more people began to transform except for me. I'm still the same, looking just like how I entered this godforsaken place, with my son's eyes glowing bright green. I slept. Over the course of the next few weeks, more and more people began transforming, one after another, and after 3 months of this, it was only me and my son, still barely normal. Then, the head of the corporation visited our cage alone, and said, "So it seems you two are stubborn, huh? Well, don't worry, I'll fix that." With a grin appearing on his face, the cage opened, and the man injected me with a bright white light, and I felt warm. He then injected my son with dark, red liquid, making him scream and his skin harden. "Stop, please!" I pleaded as he walked out of the room, walking towards the observation window. I looked back at my son and he growls like a monster, lunging at me and strangling me with his hands, now claws. He rips me apart as I scream in pain and agony, trying to escape. But I am unable to. He holds me tight with his hands and rips me in half. My vision starts fading. The man walks in. I see an evil smirk on the man's face before everything goes black. But in the black, cold void, I hear a voice call out to me.
"It is not your time, for your pain has just begun. I'm sorry."
I wake up as the white light drags my halves back together, and soon turns the light into a black liquid coming out of my body, and I begin to choke. I try to reach for my son as they begin to take him away, coughing and choking on the liquid. The man walks towards me and tells me, "You were reborn as a monster that exists with one memory, and that's your son ripping you apart, but I made you powerful." The black liquid soon turns my skin to metal, and my memory fades.
I'm reborn with one goal: to serve Caleb Lecter as his humble servant.